This video is intended to illustrate the use of the map and database file Kinki Kofun date and size comparison. The KMZ file runs on Google Earth Pro, the desktop version of Google Earth. It is being made available again to coincide with the establishment of Japan's newest World Heritage Site, the Mozu-Furuichi Ancient Tomb Mound Clusters. The file is bilingual and may be used in either English or Japanese. Google Earth Pro may be downloaded without charge at this URL. This URL is found in the comment below. Scroll through and read the terms and conditions of use. When you have finished, click Accept and Download, and then Run. Click Yes when asked if you want the application to make changes in your computer. After Google Earth Pro has been installed, download the Kinki Kofun file by clicking on this URL in the comments below. The file is now loaded. Look at the upper sidebar. Double-click on the globe under the Temporary Places folder. Use the slider to scroll down and see the open file. The file may be used in either English or Japanese. In the main folder, there is a folder marked Language. Under it are two folders, one marked English and one marked Nihongo. Move the cursor over the circle marked Nihongo and click. Notice the black dot next to the English folder disappears, and a dot appears in a circle next to the Nihongo folder. Japanese, English, Japanese, English, Japanese. Notice that the content of the navigation guide also changes. The Google Earth application runs with menu interfaces in many languages. If you install Google Earth in a language which is not the one you prefer, it is easy to change the setting. Look at the menu at the upper left of the screen. Click on the item fourth from the left, the Tools menu. Click on the bottom item on the drop-down menu, the Options menu. On the Options menu, Click on the fifth or last tab, the one called General in English. Click on the language setting. It is the second item in the left column. Select from the list the language you wish to use. Close the menu and restart Google Earth. When it opens, the language interface will be in the language of your choice. Click on the compass rose. Read basic how to use detail. Click on the horse haniwa. Read about the various features of the file. Click on haniwa shaped like a priestess. Read information about Kofun. Click on the word "here" at the bottom of the page. These are links to reliable English language information about Kofun found online. Close the window. This chart is grouped by the 5 ancient provinces in the Kinki area. Their names are displayed across the top of the chart. Their names are Setsu, Izumi, Kawachi, Yamato, Yamashiro. Clicking anywhere in that area will show a map of these kuni, as they were called. Some users may not be familiar with the Kinki area in Japan. A recorded tour is available to visit each of the Kofun clusters shown on the chart. To begin the tour, double-click on the camera icon in the expanded file. Click on the Borders and Labels layer. It's in the Layers window at the lower left of the screen. This will display city names, boundaries, and other geographical information. Using the chart requires double mouse clicks. If the chart is clicked outside the area of a Kofun group and not on the shape of a Kofun, a simple error message is displayed. This feature may be useful in repositioning the chart if the intended view is accidentally moved. Double-clicking on the chart in the enclosed space of a Kofun group will cause the view to fly to that area. Double-clicking on the Kagami mirror icon for that group will cause the view to zoom in close enough for the icons to become visible. Double-clicking inside the imaginary boundary of the group will cause the view to fly back to the chart. Hovering the cursor over a Kofun shape in the chart will cause it to turn red, and the name of the Kofun will appear in Roman letters. Daisen Ryo. Double-clicking on a Kofun shape in the chart will cause the view pane to fly to a view of that Kofun in Google Earth. At the Kofun site, the user is free to move around the area. Use the mouse to move around the Google Earth view pane. Zoom in and out by moving the mouse wheel. Wheel forward, zooms in. Wheel back, zooms out. Hold down the left button and drag the view. Drag forward, drag back, drag left, drag right, drag in any direction. Hold down the mouse wheel and move back and forth to tilt the view. Forward, back, forward, back, forward. Hold down the mouse wheel and move right and left to rotate the view. Left, right, left, right, any direction. Near the Kofun will be a Kofun icon, color-coded as in the chart by the Kofun's approximate date of construction. Yellow for early period, green for middle period, and blue for late period. Single click on the icon to open the information window. After you have read the information, single click on the Kofun icon inside the window to return to the chart. This may be done for any Kofun icon, not just the one you have flown to. Google Earth has undergone many changes and improvements since this file was first written. There was no 3D buildings imagery at the time, with the exception of handmade marbles. Now, almost all of the areas in this study are shown that way. Let's look at how these improvements have changed how we use this program. Using the 3D imagery can create two problems. Turning off this feature allows one to see the display as it was originally intended. Notice what happens when I turn on and off the photorealistic box in the 3D buildings layer. With the 3D layer off, I can see the overlay that indicates the approximate size, shape, and orientation of the kofun. I can also see clearly the red transparent size and shape of Shionji-yama kofun, the measurement stick against which all of the other kofun are compared. The other important improvement is a great increase of the amount of coverage by Google Street View. If this file were being written today, the camera icons would probably not be used, except in the few cases where there are no roads near the kofun, so only the blue camera icons will have any really important use. When I click on the blue camera icon, I link to a photo in the website listed as a reference in the placemark window. White camera icons link to a Google Street View of the kofun. As there was almost no street view in the Nara Basin when this file was written, none are visible here. Feel free to grab the Street View icon and set it down anywhere you can find a blue line. This is done by moving the cursor to the Street View icon in the upper right of the viewing pane and holding down on the left mouse button until you have placed the icon on a blue line. Left click, drag to a blue line, release, and tilt the view until you can see the kofun. You can also move within the Street View photosphere and look at another angle. It is best to tilt the view downward before you exit Street View. Let's look at the adjacent kofun on the same road. I'm moving the street view along the road by using the scroll button. As you explore an area, you will often find unmarked objects of interest. One can use the Maps link icon to open Google Maps. There you will find place names and often other information about an object of interest. Let's proceed down this same road past Nara-Osaka-Kyoto Kofun, and here we find a kofun that has no name in our file. If we place the Street View icon on a blue line, we can see the square shape of the forward part of the kofun. I'm pressing the R key and zooming out a little bit. The R key resumes the up-down view facing north. Now I'm clicking on the Maps icon and I'm going to Google Maps. Here we have a satellite view. By clicking on this box, we can switch to a Maps view. But in either case, we can click on this icon. It will open a window. The window will tell us the name of the kofun, and we also have a photograph. If I wanted to learn more about this kofun, I would highlight and copy the name of the kofun and exit the program, and using a search engine I would find out more information about this interesting object.